Culture Club, brought to you by Hanem.
Istina't sa murugo mong izangin mantika.
So I've been in a few bands for the past couple years. I was a part of 10 Till 2. Shout outs to those guys, and also Bigga and Betta for quite a while. I've been jamming over at the venue, also with CJ. And after everything that's happened with the pandemic, I'm looking to focus on my music now. So we're pretty much out of high school. I was always in a band. You know, I was always with a group. You know, I was always kind of in the background. You know, I kind of wasn't comfortable yet to get into the spotlight yet. I was still in the back. So now it's the time for me, you know, to really focus with everything that's been happening lately. And, you know, for me, it's just time. It's been too long of a wait, you know. A lot of people's always asked me before, you know, even like Joe KUAM, you know, shout outs to Joe KUAM for really helping me out too. He's always asking me, he's always pushing me, bro, write music, bro, write music. I was like, man, you know, it's kind of tough, you know, it's hard. You know, even with CJ, I've always asked CJ too, some pointers too in writing music, you know, and now it's to that point where I want to put it into action, you know. Back when I was in the band, there was still a lot of work that has to be put in, you know, but you always have to work together as a team, whereas now that I'm doing this kind of solo thing, it's a lot easier for me to kind of plan my schedule, know what I'm gonna do, and I'm not really worried about anything else. Pretty much I'm just worried about what environment I'm gonna be in for that day. You know? So for me, it's always been a part of my life. I've always, I mentioned before in the last Culture Club that, you know, I've played in the band with my dad when I was young, so I was always surrounded by this kind of music, the type of music. And then to actually introduce it to the scene today, you know, it's really relatable to a lot of people because everybody's grown up with this, you know, on the island. So yes, everybody loves to dance that reggae, the skank too, but sometimes people just want to let loose and you know, take it back to their roots and just cha-cha. Back right out of high school too, I was trying to do YouTube back then, you know, and it was very tough. I didn't really have the drive for it. And now discovering new things online and understanding what potential that our island has, especially with our beauty and our culture, you know, definitely there are a lot of people that do promote it out there, which is awesome. But I think for me, it's more of like the raw beauty of it, you know, with just the background right behind me, no like real cutscenes, just pretty much just from start to finish. You know, it's super raw, there's not much processing as well, you know, so it really adds that effect if you were there with me. You know, we're just jamming, you know, around the island and just feeling the beauty, taking in the nature. It's really what it's all about. You know, really appreciating our island, but being able to show that to the world is just even better. Honestly, I feel it's really great. You know, from just a few years ago, it wasn't as, I guess, popular as it is today, you know, especially with our younger generation. You know, a lot of us really set the path for everybody, especially like Joe Garrido, one of my favorite artists, man. You know, I really look up to that guy. He's super inspirational to me, as well as Joe KUAM, the two Joes, and Joe Fluff. You know, we're all the Joes, you know, doing really well, and especially in our music and really promoting our island, which is really, really great. The biggest piece of advice that I could give everybody out there who's really wanting to really get into music or write music or even just, you know, get into the scene and or just being out there and jamming, pretty much just go and do it. You know, don't waste time, don't think about it, because it's really about doing it. You know, you can say as much as you want, but it's really a matter of putting it into action. Hafaday, my name is Joe Mendiola. They also know me as Fluffy. You can find me on my social media as Fluffy Kedzahafa. And I am part of the KUAM Culture Club.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanem.